Hello children, good morning everyone and wish you a very happy Monday to all of you. And welcome back in social science lecture of class 10th civics where we have started chapter number 4. And what is the title of our chapter? Gender, Religion and Caste, which is very interesting chapter where we are discussing the three pillars of social division and what is the role of these three pillars of social division in politics. Okay children? So already we have started this chapter and two pillars we have seen there. First one is gender. So we have seen or we have studied till now that what is the connection between gender and politics or what is the role of gender in politics. So we have discussed already. Then the second pillar we have started in our last lecture, and which is the second pillar, religion. But that point was not completed. So yes children, in today's lecture we are going to complete this second pillar of social division, which is religion, where we will discuss, or already we have started this point. So in this point we will deal there that what is the role of religion in politics, or what is the role of politics in religion. Yes, in vice versa pattern we are going to study it. So almost to this point we have completed children. Only the last part of this point is remain there. But once again today I would like to revise the same point because I know that in the last lecture, in last part means I have completed it in little bit hurried way. So I have not given there the examples. So in today's revision I will give here the examples also. So whatever the points are available there, so with those points I will give you the examples, so it will more clear to you. So children, in today's lecture definitely religion and politics we are going to complete, and you people will definitely understand it. It's my promise. But one condition is there, and what is that condition? That you have to listen the lecture continuously, don't forward it, and just concentrate what I want to make you understand. Okay children, so fine. So let's start for today's lecture. But before that, usually I give you the thought, but in today's lecture one surprise is there. Instead of thought I have mentioned there the very good thing. Children, you can see that today I am very happy, I am very glad. And do you know what is the reason of my happiness? Yes? Is there any guess? So now how can you guess, no? That why your teacher is happy? So let me tell you that why I am happy today. So I am happy because of you people only. The way you have sent me there the feedback, it was awesome feedback, and I am very surprised that yes, oh my god, my children are studying very well though they are at home. So children, it's really very commendable, and it's really very complimentary thing. The way you people are studying at home, the way you people are completing your homework really means I'm very happy. And first of all I would like to clap for all of you. And yes, in today's lecture I have mentioned all those names who have sent me there the feedback, or who have completed the homework. So usually in my lecture I give there the positive thought, but this is a very positive thing for me, and that's why in today's lecture instead of positive thought I have mentioned here something for you. Let's see what is that. Yes, here it is. Yes children, so here I have mentioned the name of my rising stars of 10th standard, and those rising stars are Vaidehi Zadav from 10th A, Mansi Gaikwad from 10th A, Sejal Kulkarni from 10th A, Pranav Patil from 10th A, Shreya Kurne from 10th A. So all these are the rising stars from 10th A. Why I am calling them as a rising stars? Because these people or these children, they have sent me there the feedback regarding the homework, whatever I have given in my last lecture, and the awesome feedback, awesome definition they have formed there of communalism. Then from 10th D, I have got here the reply from Aishwarya Dharmadhikari, Adnan Ahatas, Pratiksha Kulkarni. Yes, these are my rising stars from 10th D. So among these, Adnan and Pratiksha, both they have sent me there the definition of communalism, and Aishwarya, she has also replied there regarding gender and politics. So children, the way you have framed there the definition, it's really very commendable and complimentary. Means it shows me there that yes, you people have understood the topic. And yes, those who are not doing this homework or those who are listening the lecture, please move on. Okay, so means I will mention more and more name in my presentation. So children, once again congratulations all of you, and please show such type of positivity towards your study. Definitely success will be yours. So keep studying. Thank you so much. Now let's move back towards our today's lecture. So children, we have started this lecture with the first pillar of social division, which is gender, which we have completed in detail, and then we have started in last lecture for the second pillar of social division, which is religion. Okay, so before starting the lecture, once again I want to tell you all of you that please keep the textbook with you as I am keeping with me. Okay, so please keep your textbook in front of you and open there the page number 46 and 47, because once again I will revise the thing for second pillar of social division. Means you will understand it very properly. If any confusion will be there in last lecture, then surely in today's lecture it will clear. Okay, and then in our next lecture we will move on towards the third pillar of the social division, which is caste. Definitely that topic is also very interesting. And again, one more important thing children, which you have to keep in your mind, this chapter is having there the more weightage in your exam, so that's why you have to understand it properly. One or two question definitely will be there in your exam. So when you will be facing there the board exam, no, that time you can come and you can meet me if the question will not be there in your exam from this chapter. Okay, so let's start for today's lecture. Children, yes, we have started the second pillar there, that is religion and politics, where we were discussing about the role of religion in politics. So children, what did I tell you there at that time also? This is the revision. Okay, हम लोग पहले रिवीजन करेंगे जो टॉपिक हमने पहले कंप्लीट किया है, एंड देन रिमेनिंग पार्ट ऑफ द सेम पॉइंट we will complete in today's lecture. And in our in our next lecture we will start there the third pillar of the social division, which is caste, and we will complete our chapter. Okay, so in our last lecture children, we have started this point, religion and politics, where we have seen what is the role of religion in politics, or what is the role of politics in religion, vice versa. दोनों तरफ से हमें सीखना है. ओके, सो व्हाट डिड आई टेल यू देयर, दैट religion plays there the positive role in politics and negative role in politics also. Okay, so first of all, how did it plays there the positive role in politics, we have seen there. Okay, so let's talk about that positive role of religion in politics. So children, do you remember there 3 points I have told you which tells us there about the positive role of religion in politics, and which are those 3 points? Yes, first one is महात्मा गांधी जी, याद है आपको? Yes, so first point was related to महात्मा गांधी जी, second point was related to yes religious minority, and third point was related to yes family laws. Like this you have to remember in your mind, or like this you can keep in your mind these 3 points. Why these 3 points are important? Because this is the answer of one question, that how religion involves in politics, or how religion plays positive role in politics. So here all those 3 points we have mentioned, which is the means first point we have already seen. I hope you understood. महात्मा गांधी जी ने एक स्टेटमेंट दिया था that politics can never be separated from religion. Okay, और उन्होंने ऐसा क्यों कहा था? So we have seen it in detail. That I'm not going to revise. I hope you understood it. Okay, from moral ethics, from that perspective, Mahatma Gandhi ji, he had said the thing there, means whatever the moral ethics have been guided in religion, so if these moral and ethics will be applied in politics, then politics can become good there. Okay, so this is the positive role of religion in politics. Then second positive role which we have discussed in politics, that was there, the protection have been given to the religious minority by the government. Okay, whatever there the riots or communal riots happened there, जो भी दंगे होते हैं, so in those communal riots, who had to face the problem? Religious minority had to face the problem. So they argued there that they should get the protection from government. Okay, means see, with the help of this picture, children, you can keep this point in your mind. Okay, this is called the picture memory. So 1, 2, 3 means these can be there, the religious minority, they are arguing that yes, we want the protection. And here Narendra Modi's picture I have mentioned, that means it representing to the government. So government, they have provided them the protection. So this is the positive side of religion, that how religion or how politics plays there the good role in religion, or how religion plays there the good role in politics. Then the last thing which is very very important, which we have seen already, so what was there, the third thing, that family laws are available there which have been guided by the religion in means many religions which were very very discriminated towards the women. So women's movement or feminist people, they argued that we want there the same law. Okay, and government, they or the politics played here the important role, and they have been banned there such type of discrimination family laws. Okay, so in this way, these 3 points we have seen, children, which is the positive side of religion in politics. Okay, clear hai? Like this, with the connection only you have to keep in your mind. Okay, so I hope ये कहानी यहाँ तक आप लोगों को clear है. Now कहानी में ट्विस्ट कब आता है? अभी आप लोग बोलोगे कि yes means religion is playing here the very good role in politics. Okay, so but the ground reality is different there. So political leader prevent discrimination and operation. Political leaders means can prevent the discrimination and operations kind of thing, whatever is available in society. Okay, how they can do it, so we have seen that. But the ground reality is different there. And what is the ground reality? In fact means some ugly kind of thing we get to see there when we mixed religion in politics in a different way, or in a with a different thinking. Okay, so that type of thinking, it is called as a communalism. Means when a person mix religion in a wrong kind of thinking in politics, that type of thinking, it is called as a communalism. Okay, so from communalism we are going to see there the negative side of religion in politics. Okay, so we have started those things also there. Understood, children? So in this point or in this slides you can understand here that how these 3 instances which we have just now seen, ये कैसे politics में positive role play करते हैं, that we have cleared. Okay, then negative role which we have started there with the word communalism. Okay, which was there the homework in my last lecture, and you people, the way you have framed there the definition, it's awesome, children. So on the basis of your definition, I have also framed one definition which you can write in your exam. So let's see what is that definition. So here I have mentioned the definition that communalism is an ideology where religion is being considered as the basis of the nation, and religion is used to establish as dominance of one religion over the rest, and in this process state power is used. So whatever your definitions you people have been framed there children, those definitions are also very very correct, very very proper. You can write in your exam that definition also if it will ask for 1 mark. But first you need to give this definition, and below this definition you can write your own definition there, which will give more clarity to your answer. So let's try to understand according to this definition what is meant by the communalism. So communalism is an ideology. Communalism क्या है बच्चों? एक ideology है where religion is being considered as the basis of the nation. जहाँ पे क्या समझा जाता है? Religion को base समझा जाता है किसी भी nation का. Okay, so is it good? Then and religion is used to establish as dominance, और किसी भी एक religion को establish किया जाता है as a dominance over the rest. मीन्स बाकी के जो भी religion होते हैं उन religion के ऊपर एक religion को establish किया जाता है as a dominance. And the surprising thing is available there that in this process state power is also used. और ये जो भी process होती है in this process who is involved there, state power is also involved there. यहाँ पे सबसे बड़ा एग्जाम्पल जो मैं देना चाहूँगी, and with this example the ideas will more clear there, the example of Sri Lanka. Yes, in Sri Lanka we have seen there that see बच्चों, with the help of Sri Lanka you people can definitely understand in a better way. Communalism is an ideology where religion is being considered as the basis of the nation. So in Sri Lanka the religion, which religion? Sinhala or the Buddhism religion, they considered as a nation religion. Okay, Sinhala people, they followed Buddhist religion, so they considered Buddhist religion as a nation base. Okay, and they established there the dominance of Sinhalas over the rest of religion. We have seen in Sri Lanka's case. Okay, Sinhalas, they started to dominate to the other religion people, and the state power is also involved there, or state power is also used to dominate to the other religion. How? So we have seen there, okay, in Sri Lanka's case that state power was also used there. Means state power को कैसे यूज़ किया गया था वहाँ पे, जैसे कि means for example in civil services or in government job only Sinhala people, they used to give there the preference. So in this way state power was also involved in that process. So if this type of thinking is available there in society, so to this type of thinking, what does it called? As a communalism. Understood children? But this type of thinking, it's not at all good. इस type के thinking के चलते means country can be divided there. That's why this type of ideology of communalism, it should not be promoted in any country. Then we have seen there the beliefs of communalism people. Children, why I am again revising in detail, because this is also the answer of one big question, long answer. So let's try to understand. We have understood there the thinking of communalism. हमने यहाँ तक समझा कि communalism की thinking क्या होती है. वो एक religion को ही nation का base मान के चलते हैं और उसी रिलीजन को आगे प्रमोट करते हैं, और उसमें क्या इन्वॉल्व होता है? स्टेट पावर इज ऑल्सो इन्वॉल्व्ड देयर. नाउ हाउ डिड दिस ideology of communalism is evolved, or how did this ideology of communalism develop, or what type of beliefs are available there of this communal people? So let's see one by one and try to understand it. Already in last lecture I have tried to make you understand, but once again with a different example I want to tell you this beliefs, and then we will complete this point. Okay children, why I am stressing more on this point? Because this point is very very important as far as your exam is concerned, and many children they consider this point as a means डरते हैं बच्चे इस point से, but it's very easy going point children if you understand it properly. So what are we seeing there? The major beliefs of communal people means what? The people who think about communalism, or who are having there the communal kind of thinking, what type of beliefs they are having, or what type of beliefs they keep. So first belief is available here: the followers of a particular religion must belong to one community. Means what? Means, as far as the communal thinking, what they believe there, that the followers of a particular religion, if there are the followers of a particular religion, then they must be having their own community. मीन्स उनकी एक कम्युनिटी होनी ही चाहिए. दे मस्ट बी फॉर्म्ड देयर ओन वन कम्युनिटी. Understood, children? Means if I belong from a particular community, I am giving you example only. Okay, try to understand with the example. Once again, here I want to give a disclaimer also, that I do not want to promote any religion, or I do not want to hurt anyone's religion's emotion. Okay, why I am giving you here the different example, that you will understand it in a better way. Okay, so here I am explaining the first point. Try to understand it, that if I am a follower of a particular one community, then I should form there, or I should connect with that particular community only. Means the follower of a particular religion must belong to one community. Means मैं अगर एक कम्युनिटी को फॉलो करती हूँ, तो मुझे उसी कम्युनिटी के लोगों के साथ रहना होगा, और मुझे उसी कम्युनिटी के लोगों के जो भी ओपिनियन है, आई मस्ट बी एग्री विद द ओपिनियन ऑफ दोज पर्टिकुलर कम्युनिटी. अंडरस्टूड? क्लियर? ये सब किसका मानना है बच्चों? दिस टाइप ऑफ थिंकिंग is available there in communalism. Understood? Then the second belief is available there, that which is quite funny also, their fundamental interest should be the same. Understood? Means as far as communalism thinking is concerned, what they believe, that their fundamental interest, means whose fundamental interest, means the people who are belonging from a particular community, their fundamental interest should be the same. Means what? Means if I am belonging from a particular community, then my interest and other people interest should be there same. Means the opinion should not be there different. Is it possible, children? Yes, जहाँ पे अभी मीन्स हम लोगों को एक मोबाइल अगर लेना है घर पे, तो उस बात पे हमारा एक मत नहीं हो पाता है. फ्रॉम मीन्स ऑन दैट पॉइंट वी कैन नॉट मेक देयर द वन ओपिनियन. सो हियर different people are available there. So can be their interest same? No. So how? Means you can understand here that how this ideology is been plopped in it. Okay. Then the third point is available here. People who follows different religion cannot belong to the same social community. Means what? Try to understand. People who follow different religion cannot belong to the same social community. Means if the people are belong from the different community, and if they are living on a same land or on a same social community. Okay, means like here I want to give you an example of India. See, people who follow different religion in India, people follow different religion. Okay, and they are living in a same social community also. We people are living in a same social community, or in a one nation called as a India. But communal thinking, what they said, that people who follow different religion cannot belong to the same social community. Means अलग अलग religion के लोग एक land पे नहीं रह सकते. Okay, and why they cannot share the same land? As far as the communalism thinking is concerned, they are thinking that it leads to the conflicts. उनका ये मानना है कि ये conflicts को जन्म देता है. That's why different community people or people who follow different religions cannot belong to the same social community. They cannot belong to the same social community, means they cannot share there the same land. Understood? Then the fourth one, which is again quite funny belief, children. If the followers of different religions have communalities, these are superficial. One word I have written here which is not clear, but what is the word I am telling you, children? The word is superficial. और अगर कहीं पर, means third, as far as third belief is concerned, what are they saying? कि अगर मीन्स अलग अलग रिलीजन के लोग they cannot live on a same social community, and if the followers of different religions have communalities, but after that also if the followers of different religion, if they are living in a same communality or if they are living on a same land, then these type of ideas are superficial. Superficial means जैसे कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल शक्तिमान, in reality he is not available there, means he is the superficial idea. So like that communal people, they are saying that if the followers of different religion have same communalities, then these idea are superficial, यानी ऐसा idea होता ही नहीं है. Understood children? So these all are the beliefs of communal people. I hope you understood. So in exam, if the question will be there that what are different major beliefs of communal people, so these things you have to write. Now these 4 things we have seen, which are available on page number 47. Okay children, see how you have to keep the chapter in your mind. So इससे पहले जो हमने देखा, whatever the 3 positive things we have seen, so paragraph number 1 which have been mentioned under the title of communalism. Communalism के टाइटल के नीचे जो दिया गया है फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ, so the first paragraph is all about those 3 instances. Then the second paragraph about the beliefs, okay, and the third paragraph now how these beliefs are wrong or how these beliefs have been flopped in it, or how these बिलीव्स फंडामेंटली फ्लॉड, यानी ये फ्लॉप कैसे है अपने आप में. सो दिस इज द नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ विच आई हैव मेंशन इन नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. सो चिल्ड्रन try to understand this thing also in a better way, which we have already completed, okay, but try to understand once again that ideas of communal politics fundamentally flawed. Whatever the beliefs we have seen children of communalism, so those beliefs are fundamentally flawed. Fundamentally flawed है यानी क्या, वो अपने आप में flop है. वो कैसे? So let's see with the help of first point. Most of these beliefs are not true. First of all, that most of beliefs are not at all true. Is it true that as far as communal people thinking, what they are saying that same community people should have the same interest? Is it possible there? Then different community people, they cannot live on a same land. Is it true? So no, not at all. We people are living unity. We people are living in a very good way, though we people are having their diversity, means we are living in a unity though we are having diversity in our country. So most belief of communal thinking are not at all true. Then the second thing, people of one religion don't have the same interest and aspirations in every context. Yes, I have told you that. How did this idea flop? Okay, so people of one religion means as far as communal people believe, what they are saying कि people of सेम रिलीजन दे शुड हैव देयर द सेम इंटरेस्ट. उनका इंटरेस्ट भी सेम होना चाहिए और उनके एस्पिरेशन भी सेम होने चाहिए. बट क्या ऐसा हो सकता है? नो, बिकॉज ईच एंड एवरी पर्सन्स दे आर हैविंग देयर ओन ओपिनियन. सो हाउ कैन बी द इंटरेस्ट देयर सेम? अंडरस्टूड चिल्ड्रन? So here our second point clear. Then the third point, everyone has several other role, position and identities. Yes, of course. Why their interest cannot be the same? Because everyone has several other role. हर किसी का रोल अलग होता है. Everyone is having there the several positions also, and everybody is having there the personal identity also. So that's why everybody is having there the different opinion, being a different individual. Understood children? That's why the communal beliefs who are saying there that the interest of one community people should be the same, it's very very plopped. Then fourth one is here that there are many voices inside every community. Yes, as I have told you earlier also, there are many voices inside every community. Community it formed with the help of different people. Community कब बनता है बच्चों? अलग अलग लोगों से अपना community बनता है. Okay, and in every community there are different voices. For example, I have given you there the example of family. Okay, so in one family, if different people, if sorry, in a one family 4 members are available there, and if they want to purchase a car or a mobile, they will be having there the different voices. Yes. सो जहाँ पे एक फैमिली में एक ओपिनियन नहीं हो सकता है किसी एक मुद्दे को लेके या किसी एक पॉइंट को लेके, सो देयर हाउ कैन बी द सेम ओपिनियन as far as community is concerned. So children, you need to understand here that in this way this idea is been flopped fundamentally. Which idea? Idea of, or which belief? The belief of communal thinking. Then the last point which I have mentioned here, all these voices have the right to be heard. And yes, different voices are available there in every community, and every voice or every opinion, it should be heard there. Heard means every voice have the right to be heard, यानी हर किसी वॉइस को या हर किसी ओपिनियन को ये पूरा पूरा अधिकार है कि उनका वॉइस सुना जाए by the government. Understood children? So this is all about the communal beliefs. We have seen what type of communal beliefs are available there in the slides. 4 communal beliefs we have seen, which have been mentioned in your second paragraph on page number 47 under the title communalism. Okay, then in our next slide we have seen there that how did this idea have been flopped or flawed fundamentally. So in third paragraph on page number 47 under the title of communalism, these all things are available there. So children, as it is also, you can write there in your answer if the question will be there. Okay, now moving towards a very important point again. Yes, this question is also very important, which we are going to see in our next slide. Let's try to understand what is the question. See children, till now what have we seen, that what is meant by communalism, what are the beliefs of communalism, and how all those beliefs are fundamentally flopped or fundamentally flawed. Understood? I hope till now story is clear to all of you. Okay, now when this communalism enters in politics, so how it plays there the role, or of this communalism, what type of forms are available there in politics. This is our next point. Okay, what did I say children? That communalism can take there the various forms in politics. Okay, when this communalism enters in politics, so what type of form it takes there. So this is our next point. So let's try to clear here. So see children, this is the most important point on which one long answer definitely can be framed, that explain the various forms of communalism in politics, or how did communalism plays there the role in politics. Means whatever the question will be there, but the content will be same. Okay, so this is the answer of that question. So let's try to understand here different forms of communal politics. Means when communalism enters in politics, so what type of form it takes there. So the first form is available, which is people often believe that ideas of their religion are superior to the ideas of other religions. Means when this is the point number 1 which have been mentioned in your textbook on page number 47. So listen children, see that the most common expression of communalism is in everyday beliefs. So this is the means first which expression of communalism which is very common. And what is that? The people often believe that ideas of their religion are superior to the ideas of other religion. Okay, means when this religion enters into the politics, that time it takes this form that they believe that their ideas of religion are more superior than the ideas of other religion. Children, यहाँ पे बताने लायक कोई बात नहीं है. This is a very simple form. Then the second form, people of a particular religion wants maximum representation of their religion in the politics. So in my last lecture also I have cleared this idea. This takes the form of majoritarian dominance. Means what? So people of particular religion wants maximum representation of their religion in the politics. Means when this communal kind of thinking enters in politics, children, that time this communal kind of thinking people, they want that the majority people should be there in the politics of their own religion, and this type of thinking, it is called as a majoritarianism. Again, here I would like to give you the example of Sri Lanka. In Sri Lanka's case, we have studied there that Sinhala people, they want their religion in majority in politics. Understood? And that's why means they have done there the proper kind of reservation for the Sinhalas. So all those things we have seen, and what was the result of that thing, it was also we have seen. So understood these two forms. Then the next form is available there, which was missing in my last lecture, and that's why, children, once again I'm revising this point in a proper manner. Then the third thing which was available there related to the communalism in politics, as a result of it, people of minority community then demand separate state for themselves. Means ये जो belief है, children, ये second belief के ऊपर depend है. For example, we have seen there that under the principle of majoritarianism, other religious minorities, they suffered. So the result of that majoritarianism, people of minority community, they demanded separate state for themselves. Now why did they demanded for the separate state for themselves? Because majority religion, they dominate to the minority religion, and that's why the minority religion, they wanted their the separate state for themselves. Understood, children? Now the fourth form of communalism in politics, which is very important again, mobilizing people on communal lines in politics, is another form of communal politics. Means इस belief के चलते या फिर इस thinking के चलते, the communal people, they tries to mobilize the people. Now what is mean by the mobilization? So, or how did this mobilization is done? So this mobilization is done on the basis of emotional appeal. ये mobilization कैसे किया जाता है? Means mobilization means लोगों को प्रोत्साहित करना या फिर लोगों को इकट्ठा करना एक ऐसे मुद्दे पे जो कि which is not good, okay, या फिर which leads to the conflicts. So how did this mobilization is done? So this mobilization is done on the basis of emotional appeal, then fear, symbols, and the religious slogan by the leaders, etc. So emotional appeals, most of time it is done there by the different leaders. Then fear also means different kinds of threat used to give to the people to mobilize. Then symbols, they use there the different color flags, they use there that yes, we belong from your religion, or we will support to your religion. Then religious, different religion slogans they used there, who the political leaders. So like this, the people try to mobilize the common people who are keeping there the communal thinking, or who are having there the communal mind. Understood, children? Now the fifth one, which is very very important, iska sabse, now children, if you understand it, so see that how this communalism takes there the ugly form. Means पहला वाला जो देखा हमने, it's not that much severe. Then second form जो हमने देखा, so it's little bit severe, that country can be divided with the help of this thinking. Means majoritarianism thinking was available there. So इस thinking के चलते क्या divide हो सकता है? Country divide हो सकता है. Yes. Then with the help of mobilization also, again it leads to the conflicts. See, children, how it becomes severe in politics. Then the last one which I have mentioned, it is the most ugly form of communalism, which leads to violence. People from various religions are opposite to each other, and they use violence to show their religion's domination. So this is a very ugly form of communalism, children, because it's lead to the violence, and people from various religion are opposite to each other. इस form में क्या होता है कि people are available there from various religions, and they oppose it to each other, which give birth to the violence. And the different community people, they want to show their the superiority over the other, and that's why they leads to the violation. Okay. And children, we have also suffered with this communal thinking in 1947, and because of this communalism, our country got separated in 1947. बड़े दुख के साथ कहना पड़ता है children that yes, because of this communalism, our country got separated in 1947. So children, you people can think over here that if such type of wrong ideology involved there in politics, then what disaster can be happened there. So here I have mentioned the example that India and Pakistan suffered some of the worst communal riots at the time of partition. Okay children, I hope you people understood the idea of communalism. Okay, so here I want to give you an little bit more information about this communalism. So I hope children the idea of communalism is cleared. हम लोगों ने कहानी की शुरुआत कहाँ से की थी बच्चों? हम लोगों ने कहानी की शुरुआत की थी good side of religion in politics. Then we have seen with the help of 3 instances or with the help of 3 points, which are those you know very well. Then we have seen there that what is the ground reality, or what is the negative side of religion when it played in politics in a wrong ideology. Okay, and to that ideology it is called as a communalism, or when the communal thinking enters into politics, that time what can happen. So we have seen all those things. Now the question comes there children, when did this communalism started? So in olden days or till Shivaji Maharaj era, everything was going there very smoothly, but when the Lord Curzon enters in India as a viceroy means prime minister, so that time he was having there the problem with the Congress party. And because in those days the Congress party was the most prominent party who were demanding for India's independence, and that's why Lord Curzon, he wanted to suppress their movement of independence, and that's why Lord Curzon, he find out the solution. And what was the solution? So he introduced this communalism in India, and means he gave there the seeds of this communal thinking to some political leaders, और जिसके चलते क्या हुआ everybody knows. So children, this is a very wrong kind of ideology. We can say there that no country should promote to such type of thinking. So I hope idea is clear children. Then one more request children, while writing the answer of this question, that time don't write there any controversial statement in your answer. Okay, clear? Just give there the neutral kind of examples. Okay, so understood? Now the next point is there that which I have mentioned here as a solution. Now problem हमने देख लिया बच्चों, what was there the problem. So but in India many religions were available there, and still the date we people are living peacefully and with a harmony, though we are having there the many religions or the different religions in our country. So how did it possible, or how did our country fight with the communal thinking, or what was the solution they have been provided here? So let's see children, it's a very good thing, and let's try to understand here. So in our constitution the provision is there for such type of problem. And what is that provision? So let's see, constitutional provisions that makes India as a secular state. So in our constitution secularism is provided there, and that's why our constitution, it is called as a secular constitution also. Now what is mean by secularism? So as far as the secularism is concerned, और what is mean by the secularism? So secularism means सर्वधर्म समभाव, यानी सारे रिलीजन को एक जैसा मानना या एक जैसे अधिकार देना. So this type of thinking or this type of provision is called as a secularism. So there is, and under this secularism ideology, children, what is the provision? Let's try to understand. There is no official religion for the Indian state, means as far as secularism is considered, or as far as secularism, the meaning of secularism, what is that? There is no official religion for the Indian state, यानी इंडिया में किसी भी रिलीजन को ऑफिशियल रिलीजन प्रमोट नहीं किया जाएगा. जैसे कि इन श्रीलंका बुद्धिज़्म इज़ द ऑफिशियल रिलीजन, देन इन पाकिस्तान इस्लाम रिलीजन इज़ द ऑफिशियल रिलीजन, एंड इन इंग्लैंड Christianity is there the official religion. But in India, no official religion is available there. Then the second thing, the constitution provides to all individual and communities freedom to profess, practice and propagate any religion of their own choices. Then in our constitution, children, the provision has been given there to every individual for the freedom to profess, practices and propagate any religion of their own choices. Means any person can freely practice of can do the practices of their religion freely, or whatever beliefs are available there in their religion, they can practice of all those beliefs freely in India. And where did this provision have been given? In our constitution. Then the next thing, the constitution prohibits discrimination on the ground of religion. And yes, in our constitution, if anybody is doing there the discrimination on the basis of religion with anyone, then it is prohibited or it is considered as a crime. Then the fourth thing, it bans untouchability. Okay children, untouchability you know very well. In olden days this practice was available there, which was been practicing on the basis of religion. So when means after an independence, when the constitution draft was making there, that time when the when our leaders they were drafting our constitution, that time they bans untouchability, which was not at all good. So in this way all these provisions have been done there by our great leaders, because our leaders they know very well children that means whatever the problems they have been faced there before an independence, so after an independence also those problems could be possible there. That's why our leaders they have been taken care of all this problem, that in further more future वो सारे प्रॉब्लम ना आए. और वो सोल्यूशन क्या निकाला उन्होंने? सेक्युलरिज्म. एंड दैट्स वाई आवर इंडिया इट इज़ कॉल्ड एज ए सेक्युलर स्टेट. सो आई होप चिल्ड्रन you people understood this point. Now the last thing which I have mentioned here, so on the basis of all discussion children, I hope you understood. In this sense, secularism is not just an ideology of a parties or a person. So in this way children you people can understand secularism is not just an ideology. Okay, ये एक ideology नहीं है किसी भी party की या किसी भी person की, because secularism gives there the equal opportunities and equal importance to all religion. That's why we can say that secularism is not just an ideology of a particular party or a particular person. Then this ideology is for all. Then this is idea which constitute one of the foundation of our country. Then secularism is an idea which gives the foundation of our country. यानी सेक्युलरिज्म हमारे कंट्री का आधार है चिल्ड्रन, हमारे कंट्री का बेस है. ओके, मीन्स वाई वी पीपल आर लिविंग with unity though we are having the diversity because of secularism. And what is secularism? So under the principle of secularism in our constitution, each and every religion have been given there the equal opportunities. So I hope, my dear children, you people have understood here the second pillar of social division, and which is that religion. So in this way we have completed this major part of this lesson. I hope you people understood it. In our next lecture we are going to start the third pillar of social division, and which is that caste. So this is also the very interesting topic, children. So be prepared for that topic. Now today's homework. First of all, I am giving you homework that next topic you have to read thoroughly. पहले ही आपको वो read करके रखना है. While I will be explaining that time, you will understand it in a better way. Now today's homework, which you have to send me in a feedback. So what did you understand by the secularism? And on the basis of this information you have to frame there the definition of secularism. Okay, then after getting your definition I will provide you there one proper definition of secularism. But children, one more important thing which I want to tell you, and which is that while giving you the feedback that time, just write there that how did you like the lecture, did you like the lecture or not, did you enjoy it or not, and then mention there the question and then write there the answer, because other people, they are also watching your feedback, so they will understand that yes, children are answering for the question. Okay children, so thank you so much, thanks a lot. I hope today's lecture you people enjoyed and understood also. Then in our next lecture what are we going to complete? So caste and politics, hopefully. So thank you so much children, keep studying, stay blessed and stay at home only. So till then, bye bye.